And welcome back to Woo Wednesday, where I share my weekly wisdom and intuitive insight with you through the use of oracle cards. Today I'll be using my Shine from the Inside oracle deck, and I am happy to announce that I am officially on Amazon, but don't go look it up yet. You cannot purchase, but the good news is my Amazon account is reactivated. I have a Shine from the Inside oracle listing happening, and I spent 2 hours on the phone with Amazon today figuring out what needs to happen to get my decks at Amazon so that you guys can have it. So I'm so freaking thrilled that this is happening. The one thing I do know is that I am not exactly sure how many countries it'll be available in the beginning. I'm still trying to figure that out. So yeah, I'm excited to connect with you guys today to share more details about the upcoming launch of the Shine from the Inside Oracle and to give you some inspiration and empowerment. Today feels like a weird day. How many of you have had change of plans already? Like, we had planned to film a lot of the yoga and meditation videos inside our membership club, the Elevated Life, today, and I ended up being on the phone with Amazon for 2 hours. So have you guys had a change in plans today? Has something like totally just called for your attention that you weren't expecting, and you're not able to get to your normal to-dos that you planned? Is anyone else going through that? Hey Vicky, hey Sophia, hey Sherry. Take a moment to say hello if you're watching. Where are you watching from? And is this your first woo-woo tuning in? Like I said, I'll be using my Shine from the Inside Oracle to do our reading today. Just got off the phone with Amazon and we have a listing. Woohoo! So it has been quite the journey bringing this oracle deck to fruition, to bring it to you guys. And there have been plenty of times where I've been like, what did I get myself into? Like, I just wanted to hang out. But I know that I'm here to bring a very powerful message of empowerment and self-love and being your authentic self. So I let this deck be a testimony of, like, it takes work to bring your dreams into reality, and it's worth it if you're willing to choose something that you're absolutely in love with. You have to pick something you're passionate about, or the challenges that will come up, repeat, the challenges that will come up will either stop you from moving forward because you don't believe in yourself or it's not something you're really passionate about. But when you choose something that you freaking love, that you're so passionate about and you're moved by, then you absolutely will not give up despite the challenges. They will teach you to grow and to become stronger, and it'll just help to empower you along the way. So make sure you're choosing goals and dreams that really align with who you are, what you authentically love, and what you stand for, you know? And that takes getting to know who you are. Jennifer says, me, like 4 times today. Change of plans happened for me yesterday, Julia said. Haley says, yes, all going to plan so far, but it's only 10:30 a.m. Well, good morning, Vicki. It's so good to see you guys. Hey, Ann. Hey, Esther. Oh my gosh, I love seeing you guys. Thank you so much. It's been so cool. I'm actually right now working on putting together all of the freebies that are going to come along. When you purchase the deck, you're not just going to get the deck. You're going to get extra content from me to help make your experience with self-love even more exciting and even deeper than just, you know, pulling the cards. You can have that accountability with me. And I also have a special surprise coming that I'm creating for everyone that purchases on day 1 who's on my VIP waitlist right now. So there's so many cool things happening behind the scenes. We have our sales page is being finished up, and what's cool about the sales page is you can actually click on the deck and do a reading for yourself right there on the page. So there's going to be some really cool things coming your way. So I really appreciate all the love and support on this project. It has been I just got off the phone with Amazon for 2 hours. So, you know, it has been very interesting, a very interesting journey, but very exciting, because here's the thing. I'm dealing with a product in a category that I've never dealt with before. I'm so used to offering services, whether it's coaching or hair cutting, you know, hair services. and this like tangible physical product with a printer overseas and Amazon and having to sell it, and like it is totally different. And this is what I'm saying to you is all of you right now are at a turning point in your life where you've mastered an expertise, you've mastered some area in your field, and it's time for you to up level. And when we up level, we become a new student again, because we're moving into essentially a more expanded and elevated space that is new to us. And yes, fear comes up of the unknown. It's kind of like a natural barrier of protection, but what's most important is that you're okay with going back to the learning mode again, because when you up level, you're in a new space, you've got to learn new things. And that's what up leveling is about, because if you just always stayed at the top of the level you were at, it would be boring, right? So you've mastered some area in your life right now, and 2020 is going to call you to step outside your comfort zone and into a new area of expansion, which is going to call for you to learn new things. So you have to be okay with being a student again, and you have to be okay with failing, and you have to be okay with asking for help. Today I told the lady on the phone on Amazon, I was like, I've cried 3 times this week about Amazon. Like, I'm so glad you're helping me. So be okay with starting over again, because you're not at square one in the bigger picture of things. You're just starting fresh on a new chapter. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, let me catch up with your comments. Hey, Rayanne. Hey, Stacy. Do you have a date yet? No, ma'am. And I will not give a date until I absolutely 100% without a doubt know that that is the date you can get your deck, because I don't want to lead anyone, to make anyone feel disappointed if I don't hit a deadline. So I don't have a date, and when I get closer to knowing one, I'll let you know. I can give you this time frame though. My printer said just a couple more weeks of printing. It should take less than a week to ship, and then Amazon said it takes less than a week to get that shipment into their inventory and moved around so that they can, you know, ship it to people. Prime, it'll be on Prime. So exciting. So anyway, that's like the best estimate of time frame I can give you. I'm thinking it's going to be obviously in January. So we're going to start 2020 off with a bang, with some self-love. And with that being said, I'm going to pull 3 cards for the week to see what areas of self-love and self-care do we need to focus on for 2020, because we're getting closer and closer, especially with the holidays now. I mean, we get so busy, and our to-do list, and Chris is like telling me we got to send the cards, and we gotta make sure we get all the white elephant presents and do this and do that. And I'm just like, whoa, like there's only how many weeks left of this year? Like, we've got to like rein it in, focus, be present, and really get intentional about what is it that we want to create in 2020. So with that being said, have you guys thought about your 2020 word? Chris asked me, because I've been asking everyone else, what's your word? What's your word? Chris asked me, hey, well, what's your word? And immediately was like, well, I think I'm just going to stick with shine, because like this is like shine, like it's happening, like this is a thing. And so that was the immediate one that I chose, but I've chosen that one before. So I'm going to keep sitting with it and see what feels right. Then I later told him, I said, I think my word is going to be Amazon, because it was still not approved as a seller. So drive and intentional. Hey, girlfriend, congratulations on your wedding again this year. So exciting. I need to think of mine. Yeah, I know. I'm still sitting with mine. Hey, Ashley. Confidence. Yep, I love that. All right, thank you so much for sharing your word. There's my shine again. You are meant to shine. Maybe we'll stick with that word. We'll see. I'll let you know by 2020 if something else comes up. I just need some time to get away from all this and really sit with my soul and ask how am I being called to step up in 2020? Like the word that you choose is going to naturally require you to up level and to shift and to change, to make that a part of your regular life. Because if you're saying I want to be intentional and confident, then you cannot repeat 2019. You can't repeat the same fucking decade and the same things you're doing. So what are you going to do differently to show up in 2020 as that higher level or more empowered version of yourself. For example, if your word is confident, like what action steps or mindset shifts are you going to create for yourself now, so that when 2020 rolls around, you're not like, well, I don't know, I'm just gonna like keep sitting back. Like, what's like the bold move? Like, what's your next bold move that you're gonna do to embody confidence? Is it show up and speak your truth more often, get on camera? Is it take more pictures? Is it, change your hairstyle or the way that you show up? Is it just to change your body posture and the way that you're sitting and standing? There's so many different little tweaks that you can make to adjust your confidence. And those are, of course, things that I teach in Shine School. So there's a ton of resources that are available for you to start to empower yourself when it comes to confidence, whether that's healing a past trauma and a belief that, maybe you picked up at childhood, or it's really just the way that you're thinking about your self-image, and that needs a little fine tuning. That's one of the techniques I teach, is to like take a moment to use your visualization and take a look at yourself. Like, what does your self-image look like? When you project a vision in your mind and your imagination of like who you are, who you think you are, what does that person look like? I once asked a client to do this during one of my coaching sessions, and she told me, oh, I see myself from 7th grade. And I'm comparing the body I had in 7th grade to the body I have now. Honey, of course you're going to be disappointed. Like, hopefully none of us look like what we look like in 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are maturing adults, and those days are long gone. So we have to update our self-image and the way that we look at ourselves in our mind. All right, 3 cards for the week. I'm going to set these off to the side. I am sunshine. Can I ask you a question? Yes, you can. Go for it. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. I have a couple of words that are coming up for me: determination and motivation. Oh, by the way, I have a reading at 4 o'clock Central Standard Time, so we've got about 19 minutes. Love the word bold, though. My actions will involve becoming more visible and outspoken about my teachings, and speak to myself with way more compassion and eliminate harsh judgments. Absolutely, because honestly, the only criticisms, okay, let me just share my favorite quote ever. Georgia O'Keeffe says, "I've settled it for myself, and all compliments and criticisms will go down the same drain, and I am quite free." And I just love this quote so much, because it reminds me that even, we looked to other people and external sources for criticisms and also compliments. But when we can let go of both of those things, not only the criticisms, but the compliments, and we become the source of that, that's when we find true empowerment and freedom. Because the most important, it's called self-worth, self-love, self-confidence. It's because only you can decide that for yourself. And when you take it away from other people and you don't allow them to judge you, and for you to define your values and your worth on other people's ideas about you. Listen, I always say, if you don't know my middle name, then your opinion doesn't count. Because here's the thing, you've lived with you your entire life. Like, no one else has been with you as long as you have, not even your mom or your partner or whatever, right? So it's really important for us to speak kindly to ourselves, because we're the one person we've been with, right? And we're the one person we will be with no matter what. Like, that's who we go to the grave with. So why not make your, that inner dialogue more positive and become your own cheerleader, because it feels better. Just try it out for 24 hours and see what that feels like. That's one of the techniques I teach in Shine School, is to shift and reframe for 24 hours. Anything negative, any negative voice that you say, any negative thought, and any limiting belief that you might have, is just to reframe it for 24 hours. Catch yourself. Every time you say something negative to yourself, pause, say cancel, and then repeat something more positive. My story was, I'm fat to I'm beautiful. And that was the shift that I made as my internal dialogue. And because I did that, I started taking different action steps. And because I did that, I started experiencing new opportunities and connecting with new people and showing up in bigger ways, because I wasn't beating myself up anymore. So do yourself a favor in 2020, become your own advocate, become your own cheerleader. And if there's something that you can't, be like, I fucking love myself about, like dive right into that darkness and figure out what is stopping you from saying, I fully fucking love myself, because you deserve, like Buddha said, you deserve your love and affection more than anyone else in this world. So if you're feeling less than loved and less than amazing and less than confident in yourself, then this is your invitation now to make friends with that darkness and figure out, where is this coming from and why am I limiting myself from that love that I want so deeply. Let it go. Love that. For the confidence, I'm not going to be overthinking or self-doubting anymore. Speaking my truth every day and being more defined in who I authentically am. Doing things differently than 2019. Reflecting and getting new hair on Friday. Whoop whoop. I love it. Being a bold badass is my MO. I love that. The best life partner is yourself. Someone you want to go to bed with every night. Absolutely. It literally changed my life this year by changing how I think about myself, and people literally tell me, wow, you look beautiful. What are you doing? It's a mind change. It is, and everything is a shift in the mind. That's why on the Elevated Life, Chris and I always teach these simple mindset shifts so that you can make these radical changes in your life that have been affecting you and stopping you from really shining bright. But all it is just a simple mindset shift, but we just need to know how to shift it and what's out of whack. I'm super excited. I started to follow you. Yay. Love what you were talking about. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Okay, are you guys ready for this cards? Let me know you guys are ready by saying I'm ready in the comments. Give me some hearts and we'll get this party started. If you know a soul sister who would love this message or these cards, please tag them in the comments below and we'll get started. All right, the first the first card that came up this week is yours truly. Show off your sparkle and shine from the inside. I mean, honestly, just like I was saying, like 2020 is calling you to shine at your brightest potential. Like whatever darkness or fear or doubt is like dimming your sparkle, like this is the time to address it. Don't shove it in the corner and just like pretend like you're not good enough or nobody likes you or it's never going to be possible. Like stop playing that game and really be honest with yourself and take responsibility and reclaim your power by saying, you know what, I don't love my fucking body and I don't love this about me and I don't love my belief that I can only shop on the clearance rack and I don't love that label that I was given when I was a kid that told me I was fat or a whore or a bitch or whatever is stopping you from loving you and showing up and just being a beacon of light and being a source of inspiration and love and peace. People are like, I don't want to do that. I don't need to do that. That's a lot of responsibility. No, people, that's your natural birthright and that's who you are and that's how you authentically came here to show up and shine. But we're playing this game that we need to be small, that we aren't good enough, that it's not possible. But the truth is anything is possible when you believe it is. And this card, man, this card embodies the entire message that I am on a mission to empower you with, and that is to love the hell out of yourself and believe that you are here to contribute your unique, authentic sparkle magic to the world, because you wouldn't be here if it weren't for the world needing what you have to offer. Ready? Yes, I feel more shiny. Woohoo, my favorite card. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. Such a cool card. So how are you going to show up and shine this year? Like when you think about, okay, I'm going to show up and be a bolder, brighter character in my life. Like what needs to change? Is it a fear? Is it a doubt? Is it a lack of knowing what to do? Like, I mean, we can Google that. There are people that can help you find the next step, you know, like, what do you need to show up and shine a little bit brighter for 2020? All right, next card for the week. It's like this reading was made for me or something. This is believe in yourself and unleash your inner unicorn. I mean, if I could pick two cards out of this deck that would embody me the most, it would be these first two cards. And this is reminding you that you are unique by nature, that you don't even have to do anything different or try to wear something or lipstick or hair color or whatever. You are already unique. You are born exactly authentically the way that you are meant to shine. So all you have to do then is stop trying to change so much and just love what is, accept what is, and really take pride in that uniqueness that you are. If there's like, if you don't like, you know, like if you don't like your teeth or this or that, or I don't know, like you have to find a way to accept it, because you've got two options. You can change it Some things you can change, or you can accept it. And that is the mindset shift that we're talking about. That's the miracle, is when we can take something that we have fought our whole life and resisted our whole life and finally accept and shift and say, okay, I embrace that because I can't change it. That is when we reclaim our power. And that is when we start to see the miracles in life, because we're no longer fighting ourselves and we just start to fall in love with who we naturally are. And it may sound foreign. It may sound like, what, I've been beating myself up for so long. I understand. I know. That's why I show up every week, multiple times a week, to bring you these messages of inspiration and empowerment. Like, you can change. You can love yourself. You can give yourself permission to believe in a big dream and watch it unfold and have the courage to take that action. It is possible for all of us. Wow. This is so good. Thank you so much. Whoop, show up and shine. Yes. Okay, let me catch up with your comments. I love been believing in myself more. Yes. I love it. So what would you do differently if you believed in yourself? Oh, my alarm's going off. All right. What would you do differently if you believed in yourself? And is there an area right now that you're saying, you know what, I don't really believe that that's possible for me, or I don't believe that I'm capable, or I don't love this thing about me? Like, let me know. Let's voice it. Let's bring it, some attention to it, because without bringing attention to it, sometimes it can be seeming like it's so big and like it's totally impossible. But when we shine light on it and we speak it and we bring, more love to our darkness, it becomes a little bit easier to accept, to change, and to shift it. So what is that thing that you would like to change, that you, need to conquer the darkness so that you can show up and shine and believe in yourself? Hey, Vicky, so good to see you. All right, last card for the week. You guys ready for this? Holy smokes, this reading was pure magic. This says, release self-doubt, let go of fear. So just like I was asking, what do you need to let go of, whether it's a doubt or a belief or a fear that says, I can't, it's not possible. Anything that is limiting or less than love needs to be challenged, and challenged on a regular basis, so that you don't ever get trapped in the feeling like you're stuck or things can't change, or this is it, this is just going to be my life. Like, no, absolutely not. Like, you can change it the moment you decide. And when a woman decides, it is done. So all you have to do is decide. Can I ask you a question about a survey about punishment? I don't know. This seems kind of random. But if you're legit, yeah, you can send me a DM. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Daphne. Hey, Elizabeth. So good to see you guys. All right, let's recap. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Wow, some of my favorite cards of the deck, honestly, showed up for this week. We've got Show Off Your Sparkle and Shine from the Inside. This is a reminder that you are a bright, brilliant, beautiful star, and you have so much love and creativity and support and joy to pour into the world, and you're being called to show up and show off, to be that leader, to speak your truth, even when it ruffles feathers. I was just on a reading this week that's, was with someone who is clearly tapped in to spirit and has a very powerful message, but she said, I'm afraid when I post something on Instagram or Facebook, people are going to comment and say, something negative. I said, delete it, block them. Like, what are we doing? So you're going to deny the world who needs your message and needs this message of inspiration and empowerment and love, because you're afraid of a few haters going to leave some negative comments, when there are probably hundreds or thousands of people that could benefit from that or more. Like, what are we doing, man? Like, if there's someone out there that you feel like is the reason why you're not showing up and shining, block them, delete them, forgive them, set them free, man. Who are these people? Again, if they don't know your middle name, forget it. And if it's your mom, okay, I get it. I've gotten messages from family members saying, I'm going to hell because I read tarot, and that's fine. They got blocked too, okay? Oh, hey, Vanessa. Hey, Isa. I really needed this reading and a reminder that I run my life the way that I want to. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Hey, Hope, you are awesome. Thank you so much. How do you accept and be okay with angry? So anger usually is a sign that something is unfair. And I ask my guides about this because it's easy to get angry in a world filled with hate and torture and pain and all this stuff, right? So I ask my guides, how do I, as a light worker, maintain love and light and peace in such a painful and hostile environment? And they replied, anger breeds anger. And so the same is true for love. If we're going to be a source of love and light, we have to overcome those feelings of anger, but also ask, why do we feel this way? Why are we angry? Is it because something is unfair? Is it because something is unjust? And if that is the case, then what actions can we take to correct that? And if we can't, we have to accept that this is where we're at, and we're going to choose to do things differently. I feel like the first round of feminists came out with anger. Anger was their source of motivation and inspiration. And I certainly can see why and can tune into that and agree. But if we're going to make a difference, we can't match anger with anger. We have to rise above it and become even more strong in our spiritual maturity and show up with love even when we're fucking pissed that, what the hell are we doing here? Because to be honest, like, what the hell are we doing here? But that is why, instead of tapping into anger and allowing that to run my life, I still choose to show up and bring love and light, even despite the darkness in the world. So I think it's a choice that we have to make. But more importantly than choosing love over fear and anger is asking yourself why are you being triggered? What is this about? And what can you do to make it, make a difference? Such perfect cards today. I know, right? Believe in yourself, unleash your inner unicorn, and then let go of self-doubt, or release self-doubt, let go of fear. I mean, if you're going to show up and shine and like make your mark on this world, it's not going to be done with fear, clouding your sparkle. Yes, trying so hard to work with who I am. Such a struggle. My kids deserve all the best parts of me, trying to navigate. Thank you so much, Britt. You know what? Your kids deserve all the parts of you, even the less than best parts, because those are going to be the parts that teach them what not to do. And they're going to teach, it's going to give them some contrast. So I feel like we have to holistically accept all of ourselves. All right, I've got about 5 minutes before my next reading. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Haters gonna hate. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And the only ones that are going to offer you criticism and judgments are the ones not willing to get into the ring and do the work. So don't even listen to what the haters have to say, unless they have good feedback and criticism where you're like, you know what, they're probably right about that. I could check into that. I always like to ask myself, if someone offers a judgment or criticism or feedback, is this helpful and supportive? And if the answer is no, I'm willing to feel it and hear it, right? Like, is this supportive, helpful? Is this going to move me or my business or the world forward? And if the answer is no, just discard it. Like, nope, that's how they feel about themselves. Or is that anger really our feeling or something we may be picking up? Yeah, good point. As an empath, a lot of the anger and sadness that we feel is on a collective pain body kind of scale. So we really have to ask our emotions. What are you here for? What are you trying to show me? Let's see. This message is so good for both of us right now. Thank you so much. Angry people equals no love for me and are a waste of my time in life. Time is irreplaceable, and I choose to make the best of what I have. I love that. Hey, Jen. I choose love and positivity. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you guys are so amazing. Wait, are you going to be at Hair Love Retreat? Yes, I'm going to be educating at Hair Love Retreat in Zion. I think it's like next April or May in 2020. I will be one of the wellness gurus, and I'll be teaching you guys, I think, a couple of different classes, which I'm excited about. But I think one of the things I'll be teaching you is what I teach in my goddess gatherings every full moon, and that's a release ritual and a meditation to help integrate all of those parts of you, so you can build your confidence and self-esteem and let go of all the self-doubt and the fear that holds you back, because it's all bullshit. Fear's a liar, she's saying over here. It's true. I mean, unless it's fear and danger is involved, then it's real. Okay, bears and falling off of tall buildings, that's a real fear. Okay, like, that's for real. Danger is real. Okay, but fear isn't, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. I've got to hop off and get on another reading. If you guys know a soul sister who would love this message, please tag them in the comments below and spread the good vibes. I appreciate all of the love and support. Thank you so much for your support of the Shine from the Inside Oracle. We are getting so stinking close, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. So if you're not on the wait list, please go to BrittanyCarmichael.com/oracle to hop on that wait list, and you'll be the first to know when you can purchase it. You guys have been so awesome. I'm so thankful for my my new hairstylist community that's following me. It's so exciting. You know, I stepped out from behind the chair about 6 years ago. I mean, I'm still working there, but I stepped out to create a blog on for you know, empowerment and self-love and teaching women to like go after their dreams. And it's so cool now to see so many hairdressers joining this journey and this conversation, and you know, really being like super woo-woo and like, you know, into the spiritual world. So it's really incredible to connect and see more people shining bright. So thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, this 2020, this is your time to sparkle and shine. Okay, we'll go ahead and rhyme for you guys. I can't even stop. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all the love and support. The Shine from the Inside Oracle is close, and we will see you guys on Friday for the Elevated Life series. You guys are so incredible. Julia says, I'm manifesting to see you in 2020 in Texas. Oh, honey, don't even come to Texas. Like, man, let's manifest it somewhere cooler. Let's manifest it in like California or something like that. Actually, you know, we have one spot left at the Goddess Retreat happening in Destin next year, and I'm already starting to plan one for the summer solstice. I'm thinking California is going to be the place. So I can't wait to share more details with all the things that are happening in 2020. I am just so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your love and support. I will catch you guys next week. Peace. Happy holidays. Bye.